In this video, we're simply going to look at simultaneous equations, and these are simply equations that want us to solve for two variables at a time. And these examples here will be enough for you to understand all the types of methods that you can use to solve simultaneous equations. So I'm going to do two, then I'll leave two for you to attempt. So I'll do the ones that seem a bit interesting. I'll do the first one, I'll do A, and I'll also do C. I might as well just do the last one as well, then I'll leave this for you to attempt because it's very straightforward and easy. So the first thing that you have to do is to make sure that the variables are aligning. Like here you are seeing there's 7x, there's 5x, there's there's y, then the constants are separate. So we'll start with the first question. So the first question, so if you look at the two equations that are given here, if you see the arrangement that we are having, you look at the letter that you want to cancel out. So here, if you want to cancel out y, it's going to be easy because we are having that the signs are already opposite. So the signs here, it's positive, here it's negative. The coefficient, the number in front of y, is also the same as the number in front of y for our second equation. So we are having equation 1 and equation 2. So we're simply going to add this. This is going to give us a 0. Then this is going to be, this will be a 36. Then we're having 12x is equal to your 36. We divide by 12 and we divide by 12. So x, this will be easy to see that x is just going to be equal to 3. When you get your first letter, you replace it in any of the two equations that you choose to use. I'll use the first one. To get the value of y, this is simply going to be a 21 plus y to give us a 25. This is y is equal to 25 minus 21, meaning y is simply going to be equal to a 4. So the conditions for you to be able to add is that they must be aligning. So same letters, that's what you can cancel. So same letters. Then you can also cancel different signs. So we just say opposite signs. One should be negative, one should be opposite, but we should have the same coefficient. These are the three conditions that you need for you to be able to use this method of addition. So we're just adding. Yeah, we're adding because they're already opposite, and the signs are opposite, then the coefficients are the same. This is method 1. Then the other method is by substitution, but I'll stick to this method first. Yeah, so you have the second question. Let me just do C. So this is easy because you can just let your y go on the other side, right? You can just use substitution here. It's just going to be direct. Yeah, so that we say x is equal to negative y. Once you let x equal to this, you can replace this here. Where there's x, you can put negative y, then also 9y is equal to 3. Then this now is going to be negative 8y. Plus a 9y is equal to 3. This will just be y is equal to 3. Once you get y to be equal to 3, you know to say x is equal to negative of whatsoever y is. So x will be negative 3. These are the answers that you are seeing there. Yeah, so no wonder I decided to skip this because I assumed it was easy for you to see that the last part, because of the 0, we can just make any of the letters there to be. Now that's the method that's called substitution method. How about if you wanted to use this same method that we're from doing? This is 8x plus 9y is equal to 3. This is x then plus y is equal to 0. So now which letter do you want to cancel out here? That's the first thing you ask yourself. You decide, it's up to you. So if we decide to cancel out x, meaning you look at the value of x here. X has a coefficient of 8, here it has a coefficient of 1. So I'll multiply the first, you switch the numbers. So 1 is going to multiply the first equation, 8 is going to multiply the second equation. So this is going to be 8x plus 9y is equal to 3. So that we maintain the down part. Then if we make the down part to be multiplied by 8, this is going to be 8x then plus 8y is equal to 0. Then you notice that here the numbers are the same and the signs are the same, so we have to make one to be negative. So we're going to subtract So we subtract if the signs are the same. This is positive, positive. 8x minus 8x, that's going to be 0. 9y minus 8y, that's going to give us a y. 3 minus 0, that's going to give us a 3. So y is equal to 3. Then you know x is equal to negative 3. Yeah, so this is basically what we do. So now I'm interested to solve this last one here. You look at the letter that you are interested in cancelling. So if you want to cancel out letter y, for instance, it's up to you, right? It's up to you to decide. So letter y has the coefficient of 13 in the first expression. So there is a 2x, then plus 13y is equal to a 36. Then there is a 13x plus 2y is equal to a 69. So if we want to cancel out y, you notice that there's a 13 here and there's a 2 there. So you're going to switch them. You're going to let the 2, this 2 is going to multiply the first equation, and the 13 is going to multiply the second equation. So that the top guy, if you now affect everything by 2, that's going to give us a 4x, then plus a 26. Y, this is going to give us a 72. Then this here is simply going to be a 13 by 69. So 13 by 13, that's going to give us a 169. Then this is x, then this is going to give us a 13 by 2, that's going to give us a 26y. Then this other part, 13 by 69, that's simply going to give us an 897. Then you notice that we're interested in cancelling out y. The signs are still the same. They're the same, only that the numbers are now the same and the letters are the same. So we need to make the signs to be opposite. So we're going to introduce a negative here. So now we're going to have a 4. We're having a 4 minus 169. So this is simply going to give us what? This is going to give us a negative 165, if I'm not mistaken. Then this is going to give us a 0. Then this side, we're just going to get a negative 825. Then when you divide, because the 0 is insignificant, right? Even if you show it, you don't change anything. So this here is the same as, we can just write it as 165x is equal to negative 825. Divide by negative 165 and negative 165. So x is equal to, when we divide the 825 by 165, that simply gives us a 5. So x is equal to 5. Once you get your x, you can use the original equations, replace wherever there's x, put a 5. So that you get your value for y. So that's going to be 2 times 5. Then plus 13y, that's going to give us a 36. This is a 10, goes this side, that's going to give us a 26. So 13y is equal to 26 divided by 13, y is simply going to be equal to 2. These are the answers that they had here. So remember the conditions we were saying. The numbers have to be the same. The coefficients of that letter that you want to cancel have to be the same, and the signs have to be opposite. So if they're already opposite, we'll just add the 2 equations. But if they are not opposite, if they are the same, we'll subtract those 2 equations. Yeah, so having said that, you can just attempt this last question here. Then let me know what you get. So this is for the sake of those who are not in the WhatsApp group, who may need clarification or consultation. So attempt this to see if you get x is equal to 1 and y is equal to negative 8.